Are you waiting or wasting? This is a pertinent question that everybody is supposed to answer. Hi guys, I'm Daniel George for Edge Dan Inspirations. Let me seize this opportunity to appreciate every one of you for being part of Edge Dan Inspirations, because Edge Dan Inspirations will not be possible without you. Now back to what we have for today. Are you waiting or wasting? There are inevitable gaps in our lives, especially considering the Nigerian factor, such that there are times in the life of people that they will have to wait for a specific period of time before they can go to the next phase of their lives. There are so many of them, but let me talk about three major ones. Number one, talking about waiting to get admission into tertiary institutions. Number two, waiting for Mr. or Mrs. Right, Mr. and Mrs. Right. And then number three, seeking a job. Now, these are times that people wait for, in their lives, and you need to ask yourself, in this waiting period, are you waiting or wasting? Let's talk about number one. Number one, waiting for admission into tertiary institution. Well, you cannot control where you were born. Unfortunately or fortunately, whichever one, you're born in Nigeria. So you're a Nigerian, but you wouldn't allow the Nigerian factor to mar you. Now, while you wait to get admission into the university, are you waiting or are you wasting? People do different things in this period. Some watch movies 24/7, some make careless visits, and that sometimes land themselves into trouble, and then others complain and wallow in self-pity. So different reactions of people in such a time. But you need to know and you need to answer this pertinent question. Are you really waiting or wasting? Whatever time we waste, we cannot regain, and that is why we need to be very, very careful. What should you do so that you really be profitably waiting rather than wasting while you wait for admission into tertiary institution? Number one, learn a skill. Learn a skill. The skill you learn in this period will help you in the future. Well, thank God for the internet today. There are so many sites that you can use to learn new skills free of charge. Some of them we have NetAcad, you have Udemy, you have Coursera, and so on, that can use to learn profitable skills while you wait in this period. Number two, find your purpose if you haven't. There are so many people that live on earth, yet they don't know why they live. They just exist, and I hope you know that there's a difference between existing and living. Now, you need to answer that question too. Are you existing or living? So, while you wait, you find your purpose. Have you found your purpose? Yet, life will be more profitable if you know the purpose of your existence. Number three, you develop yourself. Develop yourself. And how do we develop ourselves? Through reading and studying. Through reading and studying. Number four, build on what you have passion for. Now, what you have passion for will mostly be related to your purpose, so you build on it so that you can be better at it. And number five, you research on your career path. Do you want to be a medical doctor? While you wait, study more about being a medical doctor or a pharmacist. Whatever profession you want to pursue in the university, whatever course you want to study, use this time to really research and find out more about that career path or that course you want to study. Now, let's look at number two, waiting for Mr. and Mrs. Right. You know what I mean by Mr. and Mrs. Right? Okay, you're done with school, or your NYSC, and you're waiting for the right man to marry or the right lady to marry. Guys wait, ladies wait. It's not only ladies that wait. But then, while you wait, guys, while you wait to get married, and ladies, while you wait to get married, what should you be doing so that you don't waste while you wait, so that you can be profitable for yourself? And of course, you know that if you're profitable to yourself, you will definitely be profitable to other people and to the society at large. What should you do? Number one, don't be idle. Don't be idle. Here, ladies, what do you do? I don't have anything I'm doing. I'm just waiting for the guy that will just come and marry me. Oh, life is not a fantasy. Don't just wait for the guy that will come and marry you. Don't be idle. Rather, pursue your career. Be actively engaged in something so that you'll be profitable to yourself and profitable to others. Number two, you build yourself and be ready financially, emotionally, and in every area of your life when Mr. Right comes. Gone are the days when you just get married and sit at home and be a liability. Guys, ladies, nobody wants a liability. So what do? You build yourself and then you be actively involved. Now, if you're a career person, you can pursue your career, have plans for yourself and pursue those plans that you have so that when Mr. Right finally comes, you'll be ready in all aspects so that Mr. Right doesn't see you as, okay, let's say now you're lucky enough and Mr. Right becomes a rich person. Mr. Right wouldn't see you as though you're looking for him because of his money. You're established and you're profitable to yourself even before you met him. Number 3, read books. Read books. Now, books on relationship, books on marriage, okay? How you can build a profitable home. Many people today are ignorant, especially when it comes to relationships, when it comes to homes and marriages. We are ignorant, and that is why we have so many problems. In short, it's surprising when you hear that somebody gets married and within a month the marriage has shattered. Why? Because they were actually not prepared and they knew nothing or little about what it means to get married and what it means to be in a relationship. So while you wait, read books on relationships and on marriage. Number 4, build a firm relationship with God. So this is the most important of every other thing that we have seen. Let me tell you, you will never build a successful marriage without God, and you will never enjoy a family life without God. Let me say this. You see, marriage life or family life is building generations. I think I've done a video on that. You're not just a person, you are a generation. And imagine you getting married and not prepared to live, a life that pleases God, to build a generation in God. You'll be building a generation that will mar the world and make the world worse rather than make it better. So build a firm relationship with God. And as somebody has said, have you found God? If you find God, then God will bring the right person. So Mr. Right is only found in God. You don't have a relationship with God, you will never find Mr. Right. Number 5, make sure you are all round ready. Make sure you are all round ready when Mr. or Mrs. Right comes. Now, I may be emphasizing Mr. Right, but Mr. Right, Mrs. Right, both guys and ladies wait. So in the period of the waiting, know what to do. All those points are for both Mr. and Mrs. Right. Now, finally, seeking a job. When seeking a job, you may also be waiting. But then, today, especially in Nigeria, getting a job is quite difficult. But despite the difficulty in getting a job today, you see that you have to be profitable and you have to have an added advantage to increase your chances of getting a job. And that is why you don't need to be idle while you wait for a job. You need to be doing something. What should you be doing? Let's talk about that. Number 1, if you have learnt a trade earlier or a skill, this is the time to improve that skill and use it profitably so that it can be an added advantage to you while you pursue a job. And so you can even choose that to pursue it and build it so that it can even be of more profit to you. Number 2, you keep building yourself. Personal self-development is a continual thing. We die when we stop learning. So we keep learning, keep building on ourselves till we die. All right. And so you can develop yourself, and developing yourself will help you to give you better chances in getting a job. Number 3, if you can, if possible, volunteer. All right, volunteer in one organization or another. It will help build your CV, and you don't know where or when opportunity will come. Number 4, do not wait for $1 million or $1 billion job. It is not bad or wrong to start small. Stand somewhere. In short, little is much when God is in it, and do not despise the days of little beginnings. Number 5, do not be idle no matter what. Don't just sit if the job will not pay 500k, me I no go do, just sit down for house, they wait. You will wait and you get old without getting anything. Don't be idle. Start somewhere. Be involved in something. Number 6, give yourself that advantage. Be absolutely ready. People say that favor is when opportunity meets preparedness. There were people, there was this particular woman who someone wanted to help, and the person asked, "What do you have?" The person, nothing, no degree, no school certificate, and because of that, the job just passed. So opportunity and preparedness, then favor will come. So make sure that whenever opportunity comes, you are ready. You are ready. So give yourself that advantage because by being absolutely prepared. So these are our waiting times, and while you wait, keep growing and keep increasing. Are you waiting or wasting? It is a pertinent question that everybody will answer. If you waste, your whole life will be in vain and useless. Take a look at Methuselah. He lived 969 years, he gave birth to sons and daughters, and he died. 969 years, but only one verse of the Bible covers all his entire life achievements. But others, there was a pause. They lived lesser years, and yet their own story took more than 1 to 3 verses. Are you waiting or wasting? This is H Dan Inspirations. If you have not hit the subscription button, don't forget to do so. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, all our social media channels. I remain Daniel George. Bye.